Anthony Coy. Avery Eveland.
We're looking for Randy on the track to Marshall, please. That's Randy on the track to Marshall. We got your last Marshall coming to the track. Let's get you guys. You guys are already lined up. You guys will be live on the tone in less than 5.
1 minute to the start of the race.
There's the tone. Anthony V. Avery. Super good racing so far as they both go down the backstretch. Anthony with an early lead with Avery not far behind at all. Caution in the center. We are clear.
Four minutes left.
We got 4 minutes to go. Anthony's your leader with a 19.510. Avery second, 18.513. Caution on that third jump. Back on all fours, we're clear. That does shorten the distance between Avery and Anthony. Avery slowly catching up as he runs into the tire. Tries to go a little tight on that third jump, gets stuck in the hole. Anthony does a little cartwheel off the backstretch. This is Avery's chance to catch up. Anthony back on the track. Both drivers now a car length apart. Caution off that first jump. 2 wheels up. Driver stuck on that third jump. Here comes Avery. Nice jump off that third ramp. Coming up next is stock slash coming up next. Anthony with a fast lap of 14.4. Avery with a 14.5. We got 2 minutes. Ooh. Forgot to turn. Anthony now with the fast up of 14.3 just acquired. Flip off that tabletop. Now both drivers are now neck and neck. A little bit of contact there on the backstretch. Avery's gonna take that lead.
1 minute left.
1 minute to go. Anthony's going to take that inside line and steal back that lead.
45 seconds left.
45 seconds to go. Huge jump off that tabletop. Turnover there on the backstretch. That's Anthony. Avery's going to take back that lead. Goes wide around that bottom right corner.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds left. A front flip off that front tabletop. 20 seconds to go.
15 seconds left.
Caution on that first jump. Keep on going, guys. Keep on going. It's going to come down to this last lap.
Anthony Coy.
There's Anthony. And there is Avery. Anthony gets the win with a 19.511. Anthony only 3.3 seconds behind in second, 19.514. Pretty good novice race, guys. Coming up next is Stock Slash. We're looking for Kyle, Steve, and Chad. That's Kyle, Steve, and Chad up for Stock Slash. And marshals for this race, can I please get Avery and 3 volunteers? That's Avery and 3 volunteers on the track to marshal. Avery and 3 volunteers. Just need, just looking for one more volunteer.
Steve Pope.
Thank you, sir.
One minute to the start of the race. Kyle Coy. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Yes.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Hey, those tires make a difference, huh?
"15 seconds to the start of the race. Chad Mishler.
It's a nice throw, to be honest. That's right to him. All right, we got all 3 of you guys checked in on Marshall on the track. Thank you guys for coming quickly. We're gonna get you guys lined up. That's gonna be Kyle 1, Steve 2, and Chad 3. Kyle 1, Steve 2, Chad 3. Perfect. All right, we got you guys lined up, all marshals on track. Everybody checked in. You guys will be going on the tone in less than 5. There's a tone, and there go your Stock Slash drivers. Very nice first turn. There are 3 of you. Try to keep it as clean as possible. 2 wheels on that third jump. That's your leader falling down to third. Steve moving to second and Chad, or excuse me, Steve moving to first and Chad second. Caution on the right side, narrowly misses those other 2 drivers. That's going to be Cheat falling down to third. Kyle second and Chad first. Nice turn on that right side. It's going to be Steve and Chad fighting for the number 2 spot. Getting a little bit of distance between them two.
4 minutes left.
We got 4 minutes to go. It's Kyle, your leader, with a 25:07. Steve, 25:11. And Chad, 19:502. Kyle moving back into the lead. Very clean racing so far. It's Kyle and Steve fighting for that lead. Tries to take the inside line, little two-wheel action. Awkward landing off that tabletop. Tries to take that short jump, does a little 360.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remaining, guys. 3 minutes to go. Tumble on that left side, flipped back over, we're clear. Kyle being nice and waiting for his opponents. We got ourselves a close race now between first and second. Chad not far behind in third. It's Kyle with a fast up of 12.8, Steve with a 13.0, and Chad 14.3. Steve tries to take that outside line. Kyle shuts the door on him. They both go down that backstretch on that right side over the first jump. It's Kyle with that black and gold truck, and Steve in that all orange Pro-Line body. Chad with the purple and pink.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes to go, guys. We got 2 minutes. Tumble there on that right side. That's your number 2 leader, or excuse me, number 2 placer, Steve. Coming up next is modified short course. That's mod short course coming up next.
One minute left.
1 minute remaining. Kyle remaining your leader with a 21.507. Steve 1.4 seconds away in second, 21.508, and Chad third, 20 in the 501, 5 seconds from
45
Steve.
seconds left.
45 seconds to go. Taking that corner on 2 wheels.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds remaining.
Fifteen seconds left.
15 seconds. Everybody keep on going.
Kyle Coy done.
There's Kyle.
Chad Mishler
There's
done.
Chad, and here comes Steve.
Steve Pope done.
There's the race. Kyle gets the win with a 21.501. Steve second, 21.507. Chad third, 25.02. Coming up next is mod short course. We're looking for Tom, John, Adam, and Daryl for modified short course. And marshals for this race, can I please get Kyle, Steve, Chad, and 1 volunteer? Thank you, sir.
Daryl Doty. Tom. John Dubuck. Adam Stevenson. 1 minute to the start of the race.
We're looking for Steve and Kyle on the track to Marshall.
45 seconds to the start of the race. .30 seconds to the start of the race. .15 seconds to the start of the race.
We got your last Marshall coming to the track. We got all you guys checked in. Let's get them going and get them rolling. Get some separation out there between you four, and you guys will be live once you cross that top right-hand corner, and your name will be called. There's John, Daryl, and here comes Tom and Tom and Adam. Everybody is live. Guys are going against your own time, so try to keep it as clean as possible. Got two main groups. Tom and Adam and Daryl and John. Very clean racing so far as we reach the 4-minute mark. It's going to be Tom, your leader, with a 27.508. Adam second, 27.511, only 0.4 seconds from Tom. Daryl third with a 26.508, and John fourth, 26.509. Tom in the all blue, number 25, Adam, with the orange, green, and blue. Going around the first jump now. That's Daryl in third with that brown and white rims, and it's John in fourth with that all silver body. Tummel there on that bottom right side. He's on all fours. We're clear. Your closest race so far is a battle for first between Adam and Tom. Adam only 0.3 seconds away from Tom. Daryl only 3.7 from Adam, and John fourth with 1.9 seconds away from Daryl. Adam now only 0.2 seconds away, getting a little closer. .07 away. And John slowly getting closer to Daryl, not only 2 seconds away. Adam's going to take that number 1 spot. Tom moves down to second. Little collision there on that third jump. As all three go down the backstretch. 2-wheel action. Going to put them back on track, or you can wait. Oh, good. We are good to go. 2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes
Adam with
left.
a fast up at 11.0. Tom 11.1. Daryl 11.5. And John 11.6. Tom moves back into first with Adam going down to second. They keep trading spots for first. Tom just completely skips that first jump. 1:30 to go, guys. 1:30 remaining. Adam and Tom still trading number 1 lead. Daryl in fourth, and Daryl in third, and John in fourth. Adam with a 27.511. Tom 26.501. Daryl 26.507. And John 25.501.
.45 seconds left.
45 seconds to go. Stock Buggy Heat 1 coming up next. Stock Buggy Heat 1 up next. That third jump giving everybody problems tonight.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds to go. A little collision there on that third jump.
15 seconds left.
15 seconds to go. Keep on going, everybody. Everybody is still alive.
John Dobik done.
John, you're done.
Tom done.
Tom, you're done.
Adam Stevenson done.
Adam and Daryl, all drivers are finished. Tom gets the win with a 26.50. Adam second with a 26.501. Daryl third, 26.509. And John fourth, 25.501. Tom with a fast lap of 11.1. Adam 10.9. Daryl 11.4. And John 11.4. Coming up next is Stock Buggy coming up next. That's Stock Buggy coming up next. We're looking for Randy, Chuck, Sean, and Dan. That's Randy, Chuck, Sean, and Dan for Stock Buggy.
Bourne.
And
Randy
marshals for this race, can I please get Tom, Adam, Daryl, and John. That's Tom, Adam, Daryl, and John on the tractor. Marshal at this time, please. Once 21.5 race, you'll definitely tell the difference between them. Yeah. Yeah. Looking for Tom and Daryl.
One minute to the start of the race.
Right front door.
45 seconds to the start of the race. .30 seconds to the start of the race.
We got your last marshal on the track now. Let's go and get them going and get them rolling. Get some separation out there between you four. Looking good, and you guys will be live once you cross that top right-hand corner, and your name will be announced. There's Chuck, Sean, Dan, and Randy. All drivers are live. Try to go as fast as you can, but also keep it as clean as you can. Because you guys are going against your own times. You see someone coming up behind, just let them pass. And so far, I don't think I've had to call out a single caution. That's awesome.
4 minutes left.
4 minutes remaining, guys. It's Sean, your leader, with a 29.502. Chuck second, 29.506. Chuck now moving down to third. Dan in second now. Dan with a 29.506. Chuck 28.50. And Randy fourth, 27.504. Thank you for the courtesy out there, drivers. 3:30 to go. Your closest race so far is between Chuck and Dan, fighting for the number 2 spot. Chuck only 0.5 seconds away from Dan. Chuck now moves up to second. Dan coming down to third. Your lineup is Sean, your leader, with a 29.503. Chuck second, 29.508. Dan third, 29.508. Only 0.2 seconds from Chuck. Randy fourth, 27.502. 6.8 from Dan.
Two minutes left.
We got 2 minutes to go, guys. 2 minutes remaining. Sean comfortable as your leader with Chuck 2.1 seconds away in second. Dan in third, 2.7 from Chuck, and Randy fourth, 8.5 from Dan. Little turnaround there on that second jump. Tumble off that third jump. Little bit of contact there, drivers. Keep it calm. It's now Sean and Chuck fighting for the number 1 spot. Chuck only 0.8 seconds from Sean. Dan 10 seconds from Chuck, and Randy 7 seconds from Dan.
1 minute left.
1 minute to go, guys. 1 minute. Coming up next is 4-wheel drive short course heat 1. That's 4-wheel drive short course coming up next.
45 seconds left.
45 seconds to go. Caution on that third jump. Go high on the third jump. High on the third jump. We are clear.
Thirty seconds
30
left.
seconds to go. Chuck and Sean still fighting for that number 1 spot. Chuck 0.4 seconds away.
15 seconds left.
15 seconds. Keep on going, drivers. Keep on going.
Sean Bourne done.
Sean, you're done.
Chuck Hayes done.
Chuck, Dan.
Dan Renkamp done.
And here comes Randy.
Randy Wells done.
All drivers are finished. Sean gets the win with a 29.505. Chuck only 1.6 seconds away in second with a 29.506. Dan third with a 27.502, and Randy fourth, 27.508. Coming up next is 4-wheel drive short course. Looking for Tom, Adam, Daryl, and Chris. That's Tom, Adam, Daryl, and Chris up for 4-wheel drive short course. And marshals for this race, can I please get Sean, Chuck, Dan, and Randy? That's Sean, Chuck, Dan, and Randy.
Chris Bryant. Tom. 1 minute to the start of the race.
If they don't come out, then
Daryl Doty. 45 seconds to the start of the race. That's 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
we're looking for Dan and Chuck on the track to Marshall.
Adam Stevenson.
Looking for Chuck to Marshall. All right, we got your last Marshall on the track. Everybody's checked in. We are good to go. Let's get some separation out there between you four. Looking good, and you guys will be live once you cross that top right-hand corner. There's Chris, Daryl, Tom, and Adam. All drivers are live. Nice two-man group going off that second jump. Got a flip off that third. Lands on all fours. Little contact there on the top left. Try to keep it clean, guys. Nose to nose. We are all clear.
"4 minutes left.
4 minutes to go, guys. 4 minutes to go. It's Tom, your leader, with a 26.501. Adam, 0.2 seconds away. In second with 26.509. Daryl third, 23.508. 6 seconds from Adam and Chris fourth, 22.502. Super clean racing so far between you four. That third jump still looking a little difficult. Awkward landings and such. We got
left.
3 minutes to go. Flip off that first jump, back on track. He is now. Watch out for your Marshall on the right. Fast laps, we got Tom with a 10.9, Adam 11.0, Daryl 11.2, and Chris 11.5. Tom comfortable with your lead. 27.504, Adam second, 26.505, Daryl third, 24.506, and Chris fourth, 23.50. Tom with a fast up of 10.9, Adam 11.0, Daryl 11.2, and Chris 11.5. Caution on that third jump. He gets back on track. Thank you, Marshall. We're clear. It's your leader, Tom, in that
2
red and
minutes
white.
left.
Adam second with that all black. Daryl third with that neon yellow, and Chris fourth in that all blue. Neon yellow is yellow. Tom just got a fast up of 11.8, or excuse me, 10.8. That's 10.8. Tumble there on that left side, go low on the left side. We are clear, gray lines, everybody. Caution on that left side, go low on the left side, back on track, we're clear. We got 1 minute to go, guys, 1 minute to go.
1 minute left.
We got 3 of your drivers going around that left side off that third jump. Tumble there on that backstretch, caution on that first jump, go low on the first jump, go low on the first jump.
45 seconds left.
Thank you, we are clear. Watch out for your marshal there on that top right side. Whew. Off the track safely.
Left.
We got 30 seconds to go, 30 seconds. Thank you for the courtesy out there, drivers.
Left.
Keeping it clean, love to see it. We got 15 seconds to go. Guys, don't stop till your name is called. And coming up next is Stadium Truck. Keep on going, guys. There's Chris.
Tom Dunn.
There's Tom.
Daryl Doty Dunn.
Daryl.
Adam Stevens
and Adam,
Dunn.
the race is finished. Tom gets the win with a 26.504. Adam second, 26.508. Daryl third, 25.510. And Chris fourth, 23.501. Coming up next is Stadium Truck Heat 1. That's Stadium Truck Heat 1. Coming up next, we're looking for John, Chad, and Dan. Marshals for this race, can I please get Tom, Adam, Daryl, and Chris? That's Tom, Adam, Daryl, and Chris out to Marshall, please.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Good luck, John.
Dan Renkamp. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
We got all marks on the track. Thank you guys for coming quick. Just looking for John to check in. We're going to get this race going.
John Dubuck.
There's John. Okay, guys, let's get some separation out there between you three. Looking good so far. And you guys will be live once you cross that top right-hand corner. There's Chad. There's Dan. And John making his way around. There's John. All drivers are now live. You guys are going against your own time, so try to keep it as clean as possible. It's going to be Dan in that blue and white, John in that red and, red and black, and Chad with the purple, pink and white. Dan, your early leader with a 27.508. John, second, 26.509. And Chad, third, 22.507. John, only 1.4 from Dan. Chad, 6.6 from John.
4 minutes left.
We got 4 minutes to go. Caution on that tabletop. Go low on the tabletop. Low on the tabletop. Might have a linkage popped off. Keep on going, drivers. We got 3:45 to go. John now back in the race. Chad moving up to second. It's Dan with a fast up of 11.1, Chad 11.1, and John 11.4. Caution there on that right side. Go low on the right side. We are clear. We are good to go, guys. 3 minutes remaining. Dan holding on to the lead with a 27.507. Chad second, 25.509. And John third, 22.503. Chad 10.9 seconds from Dan and John 16 from Chad.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remain. 2 minutes remain. Got a driver hole in one off that third jump. Back on track. We're clear. Coming up next is 21.5 heat one. That's 21.5 heat one coming up next. Chad slowly closing the gap between him and Dan, now only 6.4 seconds away. John in second, 7.3 from Chad. Dan with a pace of 25.50. Chad 25.512 and John 24.510. Out of the track on that right side. Go low on the right side. We're good. Great lines, everybody. We are clear.
One minute left.
That'll be at the second round, which is like maybe 30 minutes until your next race.
45 seconds left.
45 seconds remain. Dan with the fast up of 11.1, Chad 11.1, and John 11.4.
Seconds left.
30 seconds to go. And remember, when you guys hear that tone, just keep on going until your name is called.
15 seconds left.
15 seconds. Keep on going, guys.
Chad Mishler done.
Chad, you're done.
Dan Renkamp done.
Dan. And here comes John.
John Dubik done.
There's the race. Dan gets the win with a 26.506. Chad second, 25.505. And John third, 24.505. Dan with a fast up of 11-1, Chad 11-1, and John with 11-2. Coming up next is 21-5 Buggy Heat
Tim
1.
Creech.
That's 21-5 coming up next. We're looking for Cameron, Richard, Tim, and William. That's Cameron, Richard, Tim, and William. Marshals for this race, can I please get Dan, Chad, John, and one volunteer? That's Dan, Chad, John, and one volunteer on the track to marshal, please.
William Carey.
Avery, I know you said you wanted a marshal. This is your chance.
One minute to the start of the race.
Looking for Dan, Chad, John, and
45
one
seconds
volunteer
to
to
the
marshal.
race.
You just drawing on track, dude?
30 seconds to the start of the race. Ricky Bobby. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
We're on the first round. Talking about heats, we're on our 7th heat. Richard, can you let me know when you cross the line? Just now? Okay, thank you.
Richard Carmichael.
Should have been you. It said 7 passes, so yeah. We got your drivers all checked in, all marshals on the track. Let's get them going and get them rolling between you 4 21-5 Buggy drivers. Looks good, and you guys will all be live once you cross that top right-hand corner, and your name will be called. There's Richard, Tim, Cameron, and there's William. All drivers are live. All drivers going against their own time, so try to keep it as clean as possible. Watch those inside and outside lines. We got a flip on that right side. Go high on the first jump, high on the first jump. Great lines, drivers. We are clear. If you see someone coming around trying to pass you, just let them pass. We got 4 minutes to go, guys. 4 minutes. Tim is your leader with a 27-502. William second, 27-505. Richard third, 24-507. And Cameron fourth, 23-510. William and Tim both battling for that #1 spot. William only 0.6 seconds from Tim. Now 0.4 seconds from Tim. Richard 8.9 seconds from William, and Richard just went down to 4th. And Cameron moves up to 3rd. Cameron now 10 seconds from William. Richard 0.3 from Cameron. Super great, clean driving so far, guys. We got 3 minutes to go. It's Tim with a fast up of 10-8, William 11-1, Cameron 11-3, and Richard 12-3. Got a little turnover there on that third jump. He's back on track. We're clear. 2:25 to go. All drivers evenly spaced apart on this first round, qualifying round. It's going to be Tim with that red and white checkered body in first, William in second.
2 minutes left.
William second with that purple, or excuse me, that's totally pink. In that pink body. Cameron fourth in that red and white, and Richard third with that purple and green. $1:30 to go, guys. $1:30 to go. Driver stuck on that third jump. Go high on that third jump. High on the third jump. Great, guys. We are clear. We got 1 minute remaining.
1 minute left.
$50 seconds to go, guys. Keep on going until your name's called. That buzzer don't mean nothing.
45 seconds left.
45 to go. Cameron slowly closing the gap between him and William. Cameron 3.3 seconds from second.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds. Tumble there on the middle. Go low after that first jump.
15 seconds left.
Great, we are freaking clear. Go low on the backstretch. Thank you, we're clear. Both drivers really close together. Keep on going, everybody. Keep on going.
Tim Creech done.
There's Tim.
Richard Carmichael done.
All drivers are now finished.
Done.
Tim gets the win with a
Ricky
27.503. William second, 25.50. Cameron third, 25.505. And Richard fourth, 23.509. Excuse me, 21.5 buggy coming up next. We're looking for Randy, Kyle, Steve, and Chad. And marshals for this race, can I please get Tim, William, Cameron, and Richard? That's Tim, William,
Randy
Cameron,
Wells.
and Richard on the track to marshal at this time.
Chad Mishler. Kyle Coy. Steve Pope. One minute to the start of the race.
So in about 15 minutes.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
What's your name? Richard? Okay. Looking for William and Cameron on the track to marshal. That's William and Cameron on the track to marshal. Oh, I see you. Just looking for Cameron.
"15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we got your last marshal on the track. Let's get them going, get them rolling. missing someone? Oh, there it is. I didn't see that. Get some separation out there between you four, and you guys will all be alive once you cross that top right-hand side. Your name will be called. There's Steve. Randy. There's Kyle. And Chad. All drivers are alive. You guys are chasing Tim's TQ with a 27-503. Very nice racing so far, drivers. Randy is on pace to beat Tim's TQ so far as we reach the 4-minute mark. Randy's our leader with a 27-5-0. Kyle second, 27-5-03. Chad third, 27-5-05. And Steve fourth with a 26-5-04. Chad now moving up to second. Kyle going to third. Tumble there and watch out in the center. Go low in the center. We are clear. I guess that center is pretty much a chicane, so. Driver out of the track on that front side. Back on all four wheels. We are clear. Three minutes remaining, guys. We got 3 minutes. 2 down, 3 to go. Randy comfortable in the lead, 27-5 flat. Kyle only 0.9 second now, 1 second away from Randy. In second with a 27-502. Chad third, 27-504, 0.5 seconds from Kyle. Steven fourth with a 25-510, 12 seconds from Chad. Chad inching closer and closer to Kyle, trying to steal that number 2 spot.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remaining, guys. 2 minutes to go. Randy in first with 28-510. Chad second, 27-502. Kyle third, 27-504. And Steve fourth, 25-507. Randy with a fast up at 10-8. Watch out on the third jump. Great avoidance, drivers. We are clear. Randy with a fast up at 10-8. Chad also 10-8. Kyle 10-9. And Steve 10-9. Chad 2.4 seconds away. Randy extending that distance. Driver stuck on that third jump. Double marshal action. We are clear. Tumble there on that third jump. Go low on the third jump. Go low on the third jump. We are now clear. It's going to extend the distance between Kyle and Chad. Kyle now 6.5 from Chad in third, and Steve in fourth. 29 from Kyle.
$45 left.
45 seconds remaining. Got a driver in no man's land, flipped over. Watch out on that third jump. Back on track, we're clear. 30 seconds to go.
30 seconds left. $15 seconds left.
Keep on going, guys.
Steve Pope done.
There's Steve.
Chad Mishler done.
There's Chad.
Kyle Coy done.
There's Kyle. All
Randy
drivers
done.
are finished. Randy gets that win with a 28.510. Chad in second, 27 to 501. Kyle third, 26.506. Steve fourth, 24.506. Randy with a 10.8 fast lap. Chad with a 10.8. Kyle with a 10.9. And Steve with a 10.9. It is 7:04. We'll see you guys in 10 minutes at 7:14 to get our second round of races started. Once again, that's 7:14 is your start of our second round. Practice is now live.
William Carey. (10-3). (11-7). (11-1).
All right, guys, your second round of races is now posted. Refresh those computer screens and refresh those phones. We will see you guys at 7:15. 7:15 is our start time of our second rounds. That's 7:15.
11-4. 10-7. 11 flat. 10-9. 25.8. Ricky Bobby, 19-5. 11 flat. 11-4. 11-3. 11-6. 11-4. 11-9. 11-4. 14-4. 10-9. 11-2. 11-5. 11-6. 10-7. 17-4. 11-5. 11-4. 11-9. 12-1. 20.6. 11-2. 12-7. Randy Wells.
So you want to run that now?
25 flat.
Oh, you're not? You're just waiting?
Chris Bryant. 15-2. 43 flat.
What's that?
12 flat.
How your tires doing? You're good? I haven't seen you like spit out once.
19-2. 12-1.
Every time I get close to spinning out, it'll just catch its grip.
Steve Pope. 11-9. 14-5. 49.8. 13-5. 4-5. 11 flat. 11-4. 54.7. 11-9. 11-9. 10-9. 13-7. 11-9. 12-8. 12-3. 11-4. 11-2. Sean Bourne. 13-7. 11-4. 36.9. 11 flat. 4-5. 13-1. 11-9. 11-9. 10-6. 11-7. 13-5. 10-5. 41.9. 11-3. 12-2. 24.5. 10-4. 10-9. 12 flat. 12-3. 13-8. 11-3. 10-8. 12-3. 12-7. 15-2. 12-4. 19-9. 23.3. 11-6. 10-3. 12 flat. 11-9. 27.6. 11-1. 10-2. 11-8. 12 flat. 12-3. 10-4. 11-2. 11-8. 11-2. 13-3. 11-5. 10-1. 12-3. 11-3. 10-3. 46.1. 10-9. 12-7. 10-5. 11-8. 11-4. 12-3. 10-2. 11-8. 11-1. 10-5. 13 flat. 10-9. 11-4. 10-2. 12-9. 10-1. 12-8. Steve Pope, 22.6. 10-3. 11-6.
All right, guys, it is now 7:15. We're going to get our second round of races going.
14-9.
We're going to be starting with
10-2.
novice with Anthony and Avery.
11-4.
And marshals for this race, can I please get Randy, Chad, Tim, and Kyle? That's Randy, Chad, Tim, and Kyle on the track to marshal, please.
Anthony Coy. 1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Avery Eveland.
Sweet, we got you guys checked in. All marshals. One more marshal by me. You sure? You got it? All right, we got you guys lined up. It's going to be Anthony 1 and Avery 2. You guys want to line up like this? Okay, we'll get you guys going on the tone in less than 5. There's a tone. There go your novice drivers. Avery with a new car this time. Looks like Avery's going to sneak into that number 1 spot and do a spin out on that backstretch right into the tire. He's back on the stretch.
Four minutes left.
4 minutes remaining, guys. 4 minutes. Anthony, your leader, with a 17.508, and Avery with a 15.513. Gets stuck on that third jump on all fours. We're clear. Bonk. Anthony doing a little 360 before going
3
on that
minutes
jump. Gets stuck in a hole. And here comes Avery. They are now neck and neck. Kinda. .225 to go. Anthony, comfortable as your leader with a 17.514 pace. Avery second, 16.501 pace. Anthony with a fast up of 13.8 and Avery with a 16.1. Tumble off that third jump. Go and turn him around. Thank you, Marshall. We are clear.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes to go. Avery's going to steal that lead. Anthony gets a little hung up there on that tabletop. Anthony getting a little squirmy off that left-hand side as he goes down the backstretch. Anthony is now your leader. Anthony does a tumble there on that right side. Stay calm, drivers. Tries to take that outside line and the inside line. Very nice move there by Anthony. Coming up next is stock slash heat 1. That's stock slash heat 1 coming up next.
Huh? 45 seconds left.
Stock slash race 2 coming up next.
30 seconds left.
Stock slash coming up next.
Yeah. 15 seconds left.
We got both drivers neck and neck now coming up on their last lap. Keep on going, guys. There's
Coy
Anthony. And
Avery,
there's
done.
Avery. All drivers are finished. Anthony gets the W with an 18.507 pace, followed by Avery second, 17.511 pace. Coming up next is Stock Slash. We're looking for Kyle, Steve, and Chad for Stock Slash.
Chad Mishler.
Marshals for this race, can I get Avery and 3 volunteers? That's Avery and 3 volunteers on the track to Marshall, please. Avery and 3 volunteers.
One minute to the start of the race. Kyle Coy. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, you actually were. Yeah. You got that transponder?
30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
We need 3 volunteers on the track to Marshall. That's 3 volunteers on the track to Marshall. 3 volunteers upstairs, downstairs. 3 volunteers, now just 2 volunteers, 2 more volunteers. How did you do that? We need 2 volunteers on the track to Marshall. That's 2 volunteers to Marshall. Buggy drivers, short course drivers, I just need 2 volunteers to Marshall. We got your marshals on the track. We got you guys all checked in. Let's get them lined up. It's going to be Kyle 1, Steve 2, and Chad 3. All 3 starting side by side. That'd be funny. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You want to do 3 wide? Okay. All right, we got you guys all checked in. You guys will all be live on the tone in less than 10. Or excuse me, less than 5. What? There's a tone, and there go your stock slash drivers will tumble there on that right side. On all 4s, we're clear. Kyle shoots off in your lead. Chad in that 2 spot. Steve 3. Tries to take that shortcut. Lands on the railings. Nice pass there by Steve. Chad now in 3rd.
Four minutes left.
4 minutes to go, guys. We got 4 minutes left. Kyle is your leader with a 21.503. Steve second, 25.09. They'll tumble there on that second jump. Steve second, 25.09. Chad third, 19.504. It's Chad and Steve fighting for that number 2 spot. Nosedive there on that 3rd jump. Chad is now shoots off in 2nd. Steve taking that outside line now in 2nd. And Kyle 1st. Kyle looking to beat his own TQ. About a lap and a half ahead.
3 minutes left.
Huge jumps there off that 3rd. Tumble there off that 3rd jump. Go low on the 3rd jump. We are clear. We are good to go. Kyle got a fast up of 13.000 as he flips head first on the 3rd jump. We are clear. .210 to go. Kyle, your leader with a 22.511. Chad, 25.14 in 2nd. Steve in 3rd, 19.505.
2 minutes left.
We are at the 2-minute mark. Coming up next is Mod Short Course Heat 1. That's Mod Short Course Heat 1 coming up next. Steve try to get that outside line. Flips over, extending Chad's lead in 2nd. Steve and Chad now neck and neck.
1 minute left.
Steve trying to steal back that number 2 spot. Little contact there as they go down the backstretch. Takes that inside line. There goes Steve now in 1st. Chad right behind him.
45 seconds left.
45 seconds to go.
.30 seconds left.
30 seconds to go, guys. 30 seconds left.
.15 seconds left.
15 seconds to go. Everybody
Kyle,
keep
Coy
on
done.
going. There's Kyle,
Steve,
there's
Pope
Steve.
done.
And here comes Chad.
Chad Mishler done.
There's Chad, and there's the race. Kyle gets the win with a 25:02. Steve second, 25:03. Chad third, 25:09. Kyle with the fast up at 12:09. Steve 13:1. And Chad with the 14:2.
Tom.
All right, guys, we got Mod Short Course coming up next. That's Mod Short Course coming up next. We're looking for Tom, Adam, Daryl, and John. Marshals for this
Adam
race, can I
Stevenson.
please get Kyle,
Doty.
Steve, Chad, and one volunteer? That's Kyle, Steve, Chad, and one volunteer.
One minute to the start of the race. John Dubuck.
Looking for Steve, Kyle, and one volunteer.
45 seconds to the start of the race. – 30 seconds to the start of the race. – 15 seconds to the start of the race.
What's your dual rate on your
We just got this one last week.
a servo?
Well, we got one a week ago. Didn't even get to go out on the track. They gave us a bad one. So then they replaced it for free. And this was last week.
Looking for one more volunteer on that far side. One more volunteer. Just one more marshal on that right side. Your left, my right. Just one more marshal. Avery, you want a marshal? Just need one more volunteer. Please. One volunteer. Just one volunteer on that far side corner, please. Just one volunteer. One volunteer upstairs, downstairs, buggy drivers. We got one coming down. Upstairs, are you marshaling? Sweet. We got your last marshal coming to the track. Let's go ahead and get them rolling and get them going. Separation out there between you four drivers. Thank you, sir. All right, you guys will be live. Once you cross that top right-hand corner, your name will be announced. John, you're live. Tom, you're live. Adam, you're live. And there's Daryl. All drivers are live. Guys are going against your own time. You are chasing Tom's TQ with a 26.50.
Four minutes left.
4 minutes to go, guys. 4 minutes. It's Daryl, your leader, with a 27.509 pace. Tom second, 26.504. Adam third, 26.511. And John fourth, 25.510. John now moving up to third. Adam in fourth. Adam just moved all the way up from fourth to second. So far, very close race between all four drivers. Adam, 1.6 seconds from Daryl. Tom, 0.3 from Tom, now moving up to second. John moving down to third. John, 0.5 seconds from Tom and Adam. And fourth, 2.9 from John. A lot of position changes. Huh?
3 minutes left.
250 to go, guys. 250 left. Huh? It's Daryl, your leader, with a 26.502. Tom second, 26.507. John third, 26.509. And Adam fourth, 25.503. Got
2
two
minutes left.
two-man groups. One going off that third jump and another going off that first jump. 2 minutes to go, guys. 2 minutes remaining. $1:30 to go. Daryl holding strong as your leader with a 26.502. Tom second, 26.507. Adam third, 26.511. And John fourth, 25.5 flat.
One minute left.
Daryl with a fast up of 11.2. Tom 11.2. Adam 10.8. John 11.5.
45 seconds left.
45 seconds to go. Coming up next is Stock Buggy. Stock Buggy coming up next.
Thirty seconds left.
30 seconds. Caution on that right side. Go low on the right side. Thank you, drivers. We're clear. All drivers are only 2 seconds apart from each other.
15 seconds left.
15 seconds. There's the tone. Keep on going, guys.
John Dobik done.
There's John.
Tom done.
There's Tom.
Adam Stevenson.
Adam
done.
and Daryl. Daryl gets the win with a 26.504. Tom second, 26.505. Adam third, 26.509. And John 25.502. Tom was only 0.8 seconds from Daryl. Fast laps, we got Daryl with an 11.2, Tom with an 11.2, Adam 10.8, and John 11.5. Coming up next is Stock Buggy. Stock Buggy coming up next. That's Sean, Chuck, Dan, and Randy. Marshals for this race, may I please get Daryl, Tom, Adam, and John. That's Daryl, Tom,
Chuck
Adam,
Hayes.
and John on the track to Marshall, please.
Dan Renkamp. Randy Wells. One minute to the start of the race.
Good job on the win, Daryl.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we got your marshal on the track. All drivers checked in and ready to go. Let's get them rolling.
30 seconds
And get
to the
them
start
going.
of the race.
Get some separation out there between you four. Looking good, looking good. You guys will be live once you cross that top right-hand corner. Chuck, you're live. Dan, you're live. Sean, you're live. And there's Randy. All drivers are live. All drivers going against their own times. You guys are chasing Sean's TQ with a 29.505. Try to keep this as clean as possible.
Four minutes left.
Nice two-man group going off that first jump now. Caution on that left side. Guard driver out of the track on that bottom left side. He's back on all fours. We're clear. We are good to go. Driver flipped over on that left side. We are clear. 3:30 to go. 3:30. Chuck is your leader with a 29.507 pace. Dan second, 29.508. Sean third, 27.501. And Randy fourth, 26.509.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes remaining, guys. 3 minutes to go. Flip on that left side. That's your number 3. Caution off that first jump. Go high off that first jump. We are clear. Caution on that left side. Gray lines, everybody. We are clear. It's Dan, your leader. With that blue and white. Dan now moving to second. Chuck is your leader now. Chuck with that green and white. Dan with that blue and white. Sean with that black and white fade. And Randy in third with that Nerf dart orange and blue.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remain. Watch out on that second jump, go high. We're clear.
One minute left.
We got 1 minute to go, guys. 1 minute. Sean only 2.6 seconds from the lead.
$45 seconds left.
45 seconds to go, guys. Keep on going until your name is called.
$30 seconds left.
Coming up next is four-wheel drive, short
left.
course. That's four-wheel drive, short course coming up next. Keep on going, guys. Keep on going.
Chuck Hayes done.
Chuck, you're done.
Dan Renkamp done.
Dan, you're done.
Sean Bourne done.
There's Sean. And here comes Randy.
Randy Wells done.
All drivers are finished. Sean gets the win with a 28.502. Dan second, 28.502. Only 0.2 seconds from Sean. Chuck in third, 26.502. And Randy fourth, 26.506. Coming up next is four-wheel drive, short course. We're looking for Tom, Adam, Terrell, and Chris. And Marshall's going to please get Sean, Dan, Chuck, and Randy. That's Sean, Dan, Chuck, and Randy at the track to Marshall, please.
Daryl Doty. Adam Stevenson. One minute to the start of the race. $45 seconds to the start of the race. Chris Bryant. $30 seconds to the start of the race. $15 seconds to the start of the race.
Looking for Chuck, Dan, and Sean out to Marshall. We got your marshals on the track. All drivers are checked in. Let's get them rolling and get them going. Get some separation out there between you four. And you guys will all be live once you cross that top right-hand corner. There's Tom. Daryl. Chris. And here comes Adam. All drivers are live. You guys are chasing Tom's TQ with a 27-504.
Four minutes left.
We got 4 minutes to go, drivers. 4 minutes remain. It is Stevenson, your leader, with a 27-5 flat. Tom in second, 27-505. Daryl third, 27-510. And Chris 423-502. Tom only 0.2 seconds away from Adam. Tom now steals that lead, moves up to first. Adam going down to second, only 0.7 seconds from Tom. Daryl third, 2.1 seconds away from Adam. Chris in fourth, 10 seconds from Daryl. Tumble there in the center, caution in the center. Back around, we're clear.
3 minutes
That
left.
is going to move Adam down to third. Daryl going down to second. Daryl getting stuck on that wall, moves him down to third. Stevenson up to second. Tom on pace to beat his own TQ, about 3 seconds ahead so far.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes to go, guys. 2 minutes remaining. Coming up next is Stadium Truck. That's Stadium Truck coming up next. Got 3 drivers going across that third jump now. A little bit of trouble there going on to the backstretch. A little bit of collision there on that backstretch. Great avoidance, drivers. We are clear. All
1 minute
drivers now
left.
going over that second jump. 50 seconds to go. You want to call the mains?
45 seconds left.
Caution on that tabletop. Driver stuck on that tabletop. Go, Marshall, go. Back on all fours, we're clear. Go low on the backstretch. We're clear.
30 seconds left. 15 seconds left.
15 seconds to go. Tumble there on that tabletop. Go low on the tabletop. Go low on the tabletop. Great lines, everybody. We are clear. Keep on going, drivers. Keep on going. Nobody is finished yet. Keep on going.
Chris Bryant done.
There's Chris.
Tom done.
There's Tom.
Daryl Doty done.
There's Daryl. And there is the race. Tom gets the win with a 27 to 508. Daryl second, 506. Adam second, 24 450. Chris fourth with a 24 502. Fast laps, we got Tom with an 11-0, or excuse me, Tom with a 10-6. Daryl with an 11-0. Adam with a 10-8. And Chris with an 11-9. Coming up next is Stadium Truck. That's Stadium Truck coming up next. Looking for Dan, Chad, and John. Marshals for this race. Can
Chad
I get
Michelin.
Tom, Daryl, Adam, and Chris? That's
Dan
Tom,
Renton.
Daryl, Adam, and Chris on the track to Marshall, please.
One minute to the start of the race.
See all my name?
45 seconds to the start of the race.
John, you gonna make it? He's not. All right, guys, we got you guys all checked in. Let's get them rolling, get them going. Looks like we already got some
30
good
seconds to the
separation
start
out
of the
there.
race.
You guys will be live once you cross that top right-hand corner. Name will be called. There's Dan. And there's Chad. You guys are live. This is a 1v1 Chad v. Dan. You guys are chasing Dan's TQ of a 26.506. Dan in the blue and white and Chad in the pink and purple.
Four minutes left.
4 minutes to go. It's Dan, your leader, with a 27.505, and Chad second, 26.503. Chad only 1.5 seconds from Dan. Plenty of time. We got 3:45 to go. Little trouble there on that first jump. It's going to increase the distance for Dan.
3 minutes left.
Dan so far on pace to beat his own TQ, about a lap ahead. 2:25 to go. Dan holding strong as your leader with a pace of 27, the 5:07. Chad in second with a 25, 5:04. And fast laps, we got Dan with an 11.111. Chad in second with an 11.2.
Two minutes left.
Dan now with a fast lap of 11.0. Little trouble there on that third jump. Go high on the third jump. We are clear.
1 minute left.
1 minute remaining.
$45 seconds left.
45 seconds to go. Coming up next is 21.5 Buggy Heat 1. That's 21.5 Buggy Heat 1 coming up next.
30 seconds
21.5
left.
coming up next.
$15 seconds left.
There's a tone. Everyone keep on going.
Dan Renkamp done.
There's Dan.
Chad Mishler done.
And there's Chad. Dan gets the win with a 27 to 5:08. Chad second, 26 5:11. Dan with a fast lap of 11:0. Chad with an 11:2. Coming up next is 21.5 round 2 heat 1. Looking for William, Cameron, Steve, and Richard.
Steve Pope.
Dan did set the new TQ for stadium truck. Coming up
Ricky
next
Bobby.
is 21.5 Buggy Marshall's on the track. Can I please get Dan, Chad, and one volunteer? Dan, Chad, and one volunteer.
William Carey. Richard Carmichael. 1 minute to the start
We
of
got
the race.
Chad just looking for Dan and one volunteer.
$45 seconds to the start of the race.
Looking for Dan and one volunteer.
$30 seconds to the start of the race.
You want your shoes? We got
15
your
seconds
last
to the start of
Marshall
the race.
coming to the track. Let's go and get you guys going and get you guys rolling. Get some separation out there between you four. And you guys will be live once you cross the top right-hand side. There's Steve, Richard, Cameron, and there's William. All drivers are live. All drivers are chasing Randy's TQ with 28.510. Trouble there on that first jump. Go high on the first jump. Thank you. We're clear. We are clear. We got 4 minutes to go, guys. 4 minutes to go. It's Cameron, your leader, with a 26.504. Steve in second with 26.508.
4 minutes left.
Cameron now moving down to third. William moving up to second. William with a pace of 25.508. Cameron 24 in the 509. Richard fourth, 23.503. Super close race so far, guys. No one's more than 4 seconds apart. That could be decided with a flip. Caution on that left-hand side. We are clear. Three minutes to go, guys. 3 minutes left. Steve holding strong as your leader with a 27 to 510 pace, followed by Cameron second, 25.508. 8, now 7 seconds from Steve. William in third with a 25.508. 0.9 seconds away from Cameron. Richard fourth, 23.501. 7.6 from William. Traction roll on that bottom right-hand side. Lands it on fours. We're good to go. Green flags all around. Awkward landing off that first jump. That's your leader, Steve, getting a bit of trouble. A little contact there on that left side. We are clear. It's Steve, your leader, in that blue and green. William in second with that all
2
pink.
minutes left.
Cameron in third in that red and white. And Richard fourth with that green and purple. Trouble there off that third jump. Go low off that third jump. We're good to go. We're clear. We are clear. $1:30 to go.
One minute left.
1 minute to go, guys. 1 minute to go. Little trouble there on that left-hand side off that third jump. On all 4 wheels, we're clear.
$45 seconds left.
45 seconds to go. It's Steve with a fast up of 10.8. William with a 10.6. Cameron with an 11.0. And Richard with a 12.1.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds to go.
$15 seconds
Caution,
left.
he gets himself out of there. We got 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds remaining. Ignore the tone. Keep on going, guys. Everybody's still alive.
Richard Carmichael
There's
done.
Richard, you're done.
Steve Pope done.
There's Steve.
William Carey done.
There's William. And there is the race. Steve gets the win with a 27:5:10. William second with a 26:5:09. Cameron in third, 24:4:54. And Richard fourth, 23:5:05.
Tim
Coming
Creech.
up next is 21.5 Buggy. Round 2, Heat 2. We're looking for Randy, Chad, Tim, and Kyle.
Randy Wells.
And
Chad
marshals for
Mishler.
this race, may I please get Steve, William, Cameron, and Richard. That's Steve, William, Cameron, and Richard up to the track to marshal. What happened? You don't know? Did you just lose power? Lost power.
Eight of these guys in total, right?
Of the 4-5.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Once again, marshals, I need Steve, William, Cameron, and Richard.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
You're right. What if I just give you a library card? I kind of need that back.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
We got your last marshal coming to the track. Let's get you guys going and get you guys going and rolling. Already got you guys checked in. Great separation. We will get this race going. You guys will be live. Once you cross that top right-hand side, your name will be announced. Tim, you're live. There's Chad. There's Kyle. And here comes Randy. All drivers are live. You guys are chasing Randy's TQ with the 28.510. All in one on that left-hand side. Double marshal action. We're clear. We got 4:10 to go. Randy is your leader with a 28.507, followed by Chad second, 27.50. Kyle third, 27.502, and Tim fourth, 25.503.
4 minutes left.
4 minutes to go. Chad made his way up to the number one spot. Randy falling to second. 3:30 to go. Chad's your leader with a 28.510. Randy only 0.1 seconds away in second. Looking to steal back that number one spot. Randy with a pace of 27.5 flat. Kyle third, 27.506. Tim fourth with 26.50. Super close race for first as Randy's only 0.14 seconds from Chad.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes to go. Driver out of the track on that front side. Go low on the tabletop. We are clear. 2:30 to go. We got 2 minutes to go, guys. 2 minutes. Randy and Chad still fighting for that number 1 spot. Chad making a little distance for himself. Randy now 1.9 seconds away from Chad. Chad with a pace of 28.509. Randy 27.501. Kyle 27.510. And Tim fourth 26.503. Tim looking to catch up to Kyle. Tim only 0.8 seconds from Kyle. The fight for third. Now 0.052, looking to take that number 3 spot from Kyle. Tim moves up to third. Kyle's down to fourth.
"45 seconds left.
45 seconds to go, guys. 45 seconds left.
"30 seconds left.
30 seconds remaining, guys. 30 seconds. Chad's on pace to beat Randy's TQ.
"15 seconds left.
15 seconds to go. Keep on going, guys. Randy 0.8 seconds from Chad.
Tim Creech done.
There's Tim. You're done.
Randy Wells done.
There's Randy.
Chad Mishler done.
There's Chad and Kyle.
Coy done.
Chad gets the win with a 28.511. Randy in second, 27.5 flat. Kyle in third, 27.509. And Tim fourth, 26.501. Fast laps, we have Chad with a 10.8, Randy with a 10.6, Kyle with a 10.7, and Tim with a 10.6. You were close, but no. Yeah, he has. You were 1 second off. All right, drivers, it is now 8:25. We'll see you guys for our main rounds at 8:35. Start our main rounds at 8:35. Your practice is now live.
Randy Wells. William Carey. "11-4. 11 flat. "11-3. 10-8. "11-1. 10-9.
Are we on the 10?
21.5.
What time does it start again? 8:35.
10-7. 12 flat. 11 flat. 11-1. Sean Bourne. 10-9. 11-5. 10-8. 10-8. 11-1. 10-3. 11 flat. 11-1. 10-6. 15-8. 11-3. 10-3. 11-2. 10-9.
What do you do? Put a B main and an A main, 4 and 4?
11-3. 10-6. 20.2. 11-4. 10-9.
1, 2, 3. Trying to reorder this in a way that
10-6.
works.
14-1. 10-8.
These are mains in the same order you ran your heats. You only have A mains?
10-6.
So that was
10-4.
25.
11-1.
Yeah, that. No.
10-6. 10-4.
Trying to remember.
11 flat.
Yeah. Novice stock mod.
11-9.
No.
18-5.
Can I go back and look what I had it as?
I'll look for you.
11-6. 11-1. 11-9. 10-5.
Novice stock mod, 4-wheel drive, stock buggy, stadium truck, 21.5.
11-3.
Say it
10-4.
again.
Novice stock mod, 4-wheel drive, stock, stadium truck, 21.5.
Okay. So we're just gonna have a bunch of back-to-backs.
10-9. 10-5. 10-3. 16-4. 10-3.
I mean, yeah, unfortunately. Right, James? What? He's got 3 back-to-backs.
11-6.
He's got a lot of back-to-backs. He's
10-6.
never schematically whatever.
11-2. 10-5. 11-3. 10-5. 11-3. 16-3. 11 flat. 10-7. 11 flat. 10-4.
How do I look at my laps?
10-5.
From your practice times. So if you go to the one that says
10-3.
view practice sessions, and then find right game or the display, and
10-2.
you might be able to save them if you if you guys find an A practice session.
10-8. 10-5. Ricky Bobby.
Your guys' main rounds are now posted. Refresh those screens, refresh those phones.
11-8.
We will see you guys in 4 minutes at 8:35.
That's a good idea. Cardboard.
16-5.
What do you think is better, Porsche or Lamborghini? Porsche or
11-9.
Lamborghini? Honda or Toyota?
11-4.
I'm a Honda guy, just saying. My dream, I really, really, really want a Type R. Just like the newer Type Rs, but that's fine. I'll be a femboy. I don't care. Gay. I forgot. Your mic's right here. 3 minutes.
46.2. 14-2. 11-7. 11-3. 11-2.
You want to trade now?
11-6.
Go in.
12-9. 11-6. 11-7. 11 flat.
All right, guys, it is now 8:35. Let's get our
12-8.
main round started. We will be starting with novice. Looking for Avery and Anthony.
11-1. 19-4.
Marshals for this race, may I please get...
10-8.
I need Randy, Chad, Tim, and Kyle. That's Randy, Chad, Tim, and Kyle on the track to Marshall, please.
Holy cow. Holy cow.
Avery Eveland. Anthony Coy. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, we got your marshals on the track. We got your drivers checked in. Slash A-Main drivers, go ahead and bring your cars over to tech to get them checked. All right, we'll get you guys going on the tone in less than 5 for the sticker. I'll let that slide. That was close, though. We got your A-Main novice drivers going off. Anthony leading the group. Tries to take a shortcut. Avery's going to snag that inside line and shoot off to the lead. Anthony's going to take it right back. Flip there on that right left-hand side. Avery's in the lead. Tumble there by Anthony. Lamb's back on all fours. Anthony tries to take that inside lead. Avery just drives right over him. Anthony takes back that lead. Avery looking to take that lead right back as we reach the 4-minute mark. Anthony with a pace of 19.515 and Avery with an 18.507. Great jump there by Avery off that third ramp. Avery down on Anthony's tail, about a car length apart. Tumble there on the backstretch. Little contact there. Try to keep it clean, guys. Avery's going to take that lead.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes to go. Tumble there. Back on track. We are clear. Anthony gets a little hung up there on the tire. Little bit of contact there. Try to keep it clean, guys. Driver stuck on that hold. Right behind you, takes a little reverse, gets on track. We're clear. 2:20 to go.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes remaining, guys. 2 minutes to go. Both drivers still on the same exact lap. Little trouble there off that third jump. Gets back on track. We're clear. Anthony about a lap or just a half a lap ahead of Avery. What's that?
1 minute left.
55 seconds to go. Anthony holding strong as your leader. Avery about 12 seconds behind.
45 seconds left.
45 seconds, guys. 45 to go.
Thirty seconds left.
30 seconds.
Fifteen seconds left.
15 seconds to go. You guys are both still alive. Tumble there on that third jump.
Anthony Coy done.
And
Avery Evelyn
Anthony's
done.
going to get the win with a 20-5-14. Avery in second with a 19-5-14. Coming up next is Stock Slash. Drivers going to bring your cars over to check. That's Stock Slash over to tech at this time. And marshals for this race, can I get Avery and 3 volunteers? That's Avery and 3 volunteers on the track to marshal, please.
1 minute to the start of the race. Steve Pope. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Kyle Coy. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Thank you, sir. I need you and 2 other volunteers. Looking for 2 volunteers on the track to marshal. That's just 2 volunteers on the track to marshal.
Chad Mishler.
Just get it now. Just need 2 more volunteers on the track to marshal. Just 2 volunteers. What happened? Looking for 2 volunteers on the track, just 2 volunteers to marshal. Buggy drivers, short course drivers, upstairs, downstairs, we just need 2 volunteers. How hot is it? Is that a lot? That probably got hot. Are you sure? Okay. I think we should probably get 2. We just need 2 volunteers. Thank you, sir. Are you sure you can marshal? Don't hurt yourself. All right, we got your marshals coming on the track. Guys, line up yourself. Thank you. We'll get you guys going on the tone in less than 5. There's a tone. Keep in mind, this will be a 7-minute long race, so that's plenty of time. Drivers fuse together there on the tabletop. Back flipped over. All 3 drivers going off the backstretch now. Modified short course A-main drivers, bring your cars down over to tech to get them checked at this time, please. Steve and Kyle fighting for that number 1 spot. Chad hanging on in 3rd. Five minutes to go, guys. 5 minutes. Kyle and Steve still battling for that number 1 spot. Steve with the pace of 29.711. Kyle with a 29.713. Chad in 3rd with a 26.70. Both drivers lean on top of each other, tries to take that inside line. Driver stuck on that left side. Kyle's waiting for him. And they're off. Oh, that was just mean. Pushed him off the track. All 3 drivers now going down that backstretch. It's Kyle, your leader, with that black and gold truck.
3 minutes left.
Steve in 2nd with that all brown, and Chad 3rd with that purple and pink. We got 2 minutes to go, guys. 2
2
minutes.
minutes left.
Kyle. Fast laps, we got Kyle with a 12.6, Steve with a 13.1, and Chad with a 14.2.
One minute left. $45 left.
45 seconds to go.
$30 left. $15 left.
Keep on going, drivers. Ignore the tone and just keep on going.
Steve Pope done.
Steve, you're done.
Kyle Coy done.
There's Kyle. And here comes Chad.
Chad Mishler done.
All drivers are finished. Kyle gets the win with a 30.705. Steve in second, 29.70. Chad third, 28.712. Glad those tires worked out.
Tom.
Coming up next is Modified Short Course A Main. If you guys haven't already, get
Daryl
your
Dougie.
cars checked by Tech. And marshals for this race, can I please get Kyle, Steve, Chad, and one volunteer? That's Kyle, Steve, Chad, and one volunteer.
One minute to the start of the race.
Uh-oh.
$45 to the start of the race. Adam Stevenson. 30 seconds to the start of the race. $15 seconds to the start of the race.
We're looking for Kyle and one volunteer on the track to marshal, please. That's one volunteer on the track to marshal. One volunteer on the track to Marshall, please. That's one volunteer on the track to Marshall.
John Gova.
Upstairs, downstairs. One Marshall. I don't know why I'm so tired. It's only 8:57. All right, we got your Marshalls on that track. And one of them's in the middle of the track. All right, we got all you guys checked in. Let's get them lined up. It's going to be Tom in the 1, Adam in the 2, Daryl 3, and John 4. Stock buggy drivers going to bring your cars over to Tech. That's stock buggy to Tech at this time. We got you guys lined up on Marshalls on the track. You guys are all ready to go on the tone in less than 5. Adam takes that number 1 spot, followed by John 2nd, Daryl 3rd, and Tom 4. Tom moved up to 3rd now. A little collision there. Adam, plenty of space behind him. John only 4.8 seconds away from Adam. Tom in 3rd, 1.6 from John. Daryl 4th, 33, or excuse me, hold on, 0.7 from Tom. We got 5 minutes to go. Tom slowly closing the gap between him and John. Collision there on that 3rd jump. That is your number 2 and number 3 getting a little collision there. Still fighting for that number 2 spot.
Huh? 4 minutes left.
4 minutes to go. Adam is your leader with John 9.8 seconds behind. Daryl in 3rd, only 0.2 seconds from John, and Tom in 4th, 1.3 from Daryl. We got your 4th, 3rd, and 2nd drivers going off that 3rd jump right now. And your 1st place at the end of the line. Woo boy. All bunched up going down the backstretch now. It's John, Tom, and Daryl.
3 minutes left.
3 minutes to go. Tom looks to take that inside line. A little bit of collision there. Driver stuck on that hole. And that's going to be Daryl going into second. John third and Tom fourth. We got our third, fourth, and second all going off that first jump, now second jump, now third jump. It is now Tom and John fighting for that number 2 spot. Tom only 0.2 seconds away, looking to steal that number 2 spot from John
left.
as we now reach the 2-minute mark. $1:30 to go, guys. $1:30 to go. Tom now in second with John looking to take it right back. Traction roll on that first jump. Daryl's going to fall into third. Little flip by your leader off that third jump. He's back on all fours. We're clear.
1 minute left.
1 minute to go.
$45 seconds left.
Thirty seconds to go. 30 seconds remain.
$15 seconds left.
15 seconds to go. Stevenson staying comfortable in first with Tom 3.3 seconds behind Stevenson. Daryl third, 3.8 seconds from Tom, and John fourth, 9.3 from Daryl.
Adam Stevenson done.
There's Adam. Everybody keep
Tom
going.
done.
There's Tom.
John Dobick done.
There's John.
Daryl Doty done.
And there is Daryl. All drivers are finished. Adam gets the win with a 35.70. Tom in second, 35.703. Daryl third, the 35.709. And John fourth, 34.705.
Sean Bourne.
Coming
Chuck
up
Hayes.
next is Stock Buggy. Amen. Looking
Rankin.
for Sean, Chuck, Dan, and Randy. And Marshall's on the track, man. Please get Adam, Tom, Daryl, and John. That's Adam, Tom, Daryl, and John on the track to Marshall.
Randy Wells.
4-wheel drive, short course. Go ahead and bring your cars down over to Tech to get them checked.
One minute to the start of the race.
Marshalls, we're looking for Daryl, Tom, and Adam. Looking for Adam, Tom, and Daryl. We got John. Just need Adam, Tom, and Daryl.
45 seconds to the start of the race. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we got your marshals on the track. All drivers checked in. Let's get them lined up. It's going to be Sean in the 1, Chuck in the 2, Dan 3, and Randy 4. That's Sean 1. Whoa. Sean 1, Chuck 2, Dan 3, and Randy 4. All right, we got you guys lined up. All marshals on the track. You guys will go on the tone in less than 5. There's a tone, and there go your stock buggy A-main drivers. Very nice start. Sean leading the pack in the 1 spot. Chuck in 2, Dan 3, and Randy 4. Bit of a wheelie there off that tabletop. That's your leader, Sean. Collision there on that backstretch. We're good to go. We are clear. Drivers are still in the positions that they started with. Sean 1, Chuck 2, Dan 3, and Randy 4. Sean with that black and white car. Chuck with that green and white. Dan with that black and white, and Randy with that orange and orange and blue. Caution in the center. Watch out in the center. Driver flipped over on that first jump. We're clear. We are good to go. .430 to go, guys. 4:30 to go. It's Sean, your leader, followed by Dan in second, only 4.1 from Sean. Chuck in third, 2.5 from Dan, and Randy fourth, 10 seconds from Chuck.
Four minutes left.
Caution there on that right-hand side. He lands on all four wheels. We are clear. We are good. 3 minutes to go, guys. 3 minutes. Sean holding strong as your leader with Dan only 4.4 seconds away in second. Chuck in third. 4.6 from Dan. And Randy fourth. 16 from Chuck. Caution on that left side. We're clear. Low in the back stretch. Go low. We are clear. Good job, drivers. 2 minutes to go, guys. 2 minutes.
2 minutes left.
$150 to go. Sean's your leader with Dan 11 seconds. Sean increasing that distance. Chuck in third, 3.1 from Dan. Randy in fourth, 19 seconds from Chuck. $104 to go.
1 minute left. $45 seconds left.
45 seconds. Keep on going, drivers. Sean with a fast up of 10-1. Dan 10-2. Chuck 10-0. Randy 10-6.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds to go. Caution on that first jump.
15
Driver turned
seconds
around
left.
on that first jump. We are clear. 10 seconds to go, guys. 10 seconds. Dan and Chuck now fighting for the number 2 spot. Last lap, drivers.
Sean Bourne done. Chuck Hayes done.
There's Sean.
Dan
There's
Renkamp
Chuck.
done.
Dan.
Randy Wells
And
done.
Randy. All drivers are finished. Sean gets the win with a 40 in the 702. Chuck in second, 39.705. Dan third, 39.706. And Dan fourth, 36.708. Fast laps, we got Sean with a 10-1, Chuck with a 10-0, Dan with a 10-8, and Randy, Dan with a 10-2, and Randy with a 10-6. Coming up next is four-wheel drive short course. Four-wheel drive short course coming up next. We are looking for Tom, Adam, Daryl,
Chris Bryant.
and Chris. And marshals for this race, can I please get Sean, Chuck, Dan, and Randy? That's Sean, Chuck, Dan, and Randy on the track to marshal, please.
Tom. One minute to the start of the race. Daryl Doty. 45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Adam Stevenson.
Stadium truck. All right, we got our marshals all on the track. We got all drivers checked in. Let's get you guys lined up. It's going to be Tom in the 1, Adam 2, Daryl 3, and Chris 4. Tom 1, Adam 2, Daryl 3, and Chris 4. All right, we got you guys lined up, all marshals on the track. You guys will be going on the tone for the sticker in less than 5. There's a tone, and there go your four-wheel drive short course A-mainers. It's going to be Tom leading the pack with Adam second, Daryl third, and Chris 4. Little trouble there on that third jump. Back on all fours, we're clear. That's going to give Adam the lead, and Tom following down the second. Chris third, and Daryl 4. There goes a body clip. You guys can pick that up after the race. Adam and Tom fighting for the number 1 spot. Chris and Daryl fighting for the number 3 spot. Traction roll by that third jump. That's going to give Daryl that number 3 spot. Awkward landing there by Tom is going to give Adam that chance to get that number 1 spot. Thank you for the courtesy out there, drivers. Adam and Tom just going at it for that number 1 lead. Oh boy. Tries to get that short landing. Little bit of collision as they both now go down the backstretch. Caution on that backstretch. Go low on the backstretch. Thank you. We're clear. We are clear. Adam putting some distance between Adam putting distance between him and Tom. Little cartwheel off that third jump. Tom's going to take that advantage and take that lead. We got 4 minutes to go, guys. 4 minutes to go. Tom's your leader with Adam. 0.3 seconds behind. Daryl in third.
4 minutes
8
left.
seconds from Adam. And Chris fourth. 8 seconds from Daryl. Unfortunate tumble off that third jump by our number 2 leader. Adam. Now about 4 seconds behind Tom. Flip out of the track on that right side. He's back on the track. We are clear.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes to go, guys. 3 minutes left. Trevor out of the track on that tabletop. He's back on the track. We are clear.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes to go, guys. 2 minutes to go. Tom is in the lead with Adam. 14.1 seconds from Tom. Terrell in third. 9 seconds. Now 8 seconds from Adam. Chris in fourth. 17 seconds from Daryl.
One minute left.
1 minute to go, guys. 1 minute left. Coming up next is Stadium Truck A-Main.
$45 seconds left.
45 seconds.
$30 seconds left.
Stadium truck drivers going to bring your cars down over to tech to get them checked, please. Huge collision there on that right side. He lands on all fours.
15 seconds
15
left.
seconds to go. Keep on
Tom
going,
done.
guys. Tom, you're done.
Adam Stevenson done.
Adam, you're done. There's Daryl.
Daryl Doty done.
And here comes Chris.
Chris Bryant done.
All drivers are finished. Tom gets the win with a 37.701. Adam second, 36.705. Daryl third, 35.708. And Chris fourth, 33.711. Fast laps, we got Tom with a 10.7, Adam with a 10.7, Daryl with an 11.1, and Chris 11.9. Coming up next is Stadium Truck Game, and we're looking for Dan, Chad, and John. And marshals for this race, I need Tom, Adam, Daryl, and Chris. That's Tom, Adam, Daryl, and Chris on the track to marshal, please.
Chad Mishler. One minute to the start of the race.
Oh man, the chat was cheering Sean on. Let's go, Sean. Let's go. Can I comment like
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Who's that?
I don't know. 6 months ago, someone subscribed, I guess.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
See if it shows up if I subscribe. What's that 2%?
Dan Renkamp. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
I did.
You have to do it while they're live. Go into the live and do it up to others.
All right, we got your drivers
John
on the track. All drivers checked in. All marshals on the track. We're going to get them lined up. It's going to be Dan in the 1, Chad in the 2, and John in the 3. All right, we got you guys all lined up. We are ready to go on the tone for the sticker and less than 5. There's a tone. There go your stadium truck. A-main drivers. Dan's going to be leading the pack in that blue and white. Chad in that purple and white. Or excuse me, pink, white, and purple. And John with that red and black. Car wheel action going on that backstretch. He's on all fours. We're clear. So far, really clean racing. 130 down, 5:30 to go. It is Dan, your leader, with John in second, about 2.2 seconds behind Dan. Chad in third, 4.9 from John. Nice pass there by Dan on that front.
Four minutes left.
4 minutes to go, guys. 4 minutes to go. Dan holding strong as your leader with John 5.4 seconds away. Chad in third, 7.1 seconds away from John. Driver in a little bit of trouble on that third jump. Back on all fours, we're clear.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes to go, guys. 3 minutes to go. Dan so far has a fast up at 10.8. John with a 10.9. Chad with an 11.2.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes to go.
One minute left.
1 minute to go, guys. 1 minute remaining. Dan owning strong as your leader with John, 9.9 seconds from Dan. Chad in third, about 17 seconds from John.
45 seconds left. Thirty seconds left.
30 seconds to go. Keep on going, drivers.
Come on, Cameron, you just got that.
15 seconds left.
15 seconds to go.
John Dubik done.
There's John. Keep on going, you two.
Chad Mishler
There's
done.
Chad. And here comes Dan.
Dan Renkamp done.
All drivers are finished. Dan gets the W with a 38.711. John in second with a 36.70. And Chad third, 35.705. Dan with a fast up of 10.8. John with a 10.9. And Chad Chad with a 10-11. I'm so sorry. 11-10.
Steve Pope. William Carey.
Coming up next
Tim
is
Creech.
21-5
Randy Wells.
A-Main.
Chad
An
Mishler.
8-man race. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ricky Bobby. Richard Carmichael. Kyle Coy. One minute to the start of the race. $45 to the start
Marshals
of the
for
race.
this race. Can I please get Dan, John, and 2 volunteers? That's Dan, John, and 2 volunteers.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Oh. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
Looking for 2 more volunteers to get this race started. That's 2 more volunteers to marshal. Marshal. Yeah, Elijah said he'd get one, so we're good. Thank you, Elijah. All right, we got your marshals on the track. Let's get them lined up. It's going to be Randy in the 1, Chad in the 2, Tim 3, Kyle 4, Steve 5, William 6, Cameron 7, and Richard 8. Once again, that's Randy 1, Chad 2, Tim 3, Kyle 4, Steve 5, William 6, Cameron 7, Richard 8. All right, this is a 7-man race. This is 7 minutes long. Plenty of time to get where you want to be. Race will start on the tone in less than 5. There's a race. A little bit of a tumble off that right-hand side. Caution on that left side. We are clear. Keeping it clean so far. Drivers love to see it. Caution on that left side. We are clear. Randy holding strong in that number 1 spot. Kyle 2, Chad 3, William 4th, Cameron 5, Tim 6, Steve 7, and Steve moving down to 8th. Richard moving up to 7, Richard 7th, Steve 8. Caution on the middle left side. We're clear. Hole in one, double caution. Driver on the right side of that. Driver stuck on the middle. Watch out for your marshal in the middle. Caution on that first jump. Go high on the first jump. We're clear. High on the first jump. Good to go. Watch out on that third jump. Go low on the third jump. We are clear. We are all good to go. Five minutes to go, guys. 5 minutes. Little trouble there off that third jump. We're clear. It's going to be Randy rocking that number 1 spot. Chad 2 seconds behind Randy. Kyle 3rd. Cameron 4th. William 5th. Steve 6th. Tim 7th. Richard 8th. Watch out on that tabletop. Go low on the tabletop. Tumble in action. Got a driver stuck in no man's land on the left. We are all clear. Try to keep it clean, guys. Flip off that third jump. Go low on the third jump. We are clear.
4 minutes left.
4 minutes to go, drivers. 4 minutes to go. We've got a flip on that tabletop. Go low on the tabletop. We're clear. Driver, no man's land on that left side. Tries to get himself out. A little help by the marshal. He's gone. Driver under the track on that bottom hand side. Go low on the tabletop. Go low on the tabletop. We are all clear. Three minutes to go, guys. 3 minutes. Randy still rocking that number 1 spot with Chad about 8 seconds behind him. Kyle 3rd. 13 seconds behind Chad. Steve 4th. 20 from Kyle. Tim 5th.
3 minutes left.
About 3 seconds from Steve. William 6th. 4.1 from Tim. Cameron 7th. 4.5 from William. Richard 8th. About 40 from Cameron. Low on the backstretch. Go low on the backstretch. Thank you. We're clear. We are clear. 2:25 to go.
Two minutes left.
2 minutes to go, guys. 2 minutes. Kyle making his way up to 3rd. About 1 second away from Chad in 2nd. Steve now taking up that number 3 spot. About 5 seconds away from Chad in 2nd. Kyle moving down to 4th. Randy stands snug in the lead. Driver flipped over on that 3rd jump. Back on all fours. We're clear.
Whew, he tried to hit you.
1 minute left.
1 minute to go, guys. 1 minute remaining. Kyle looking to pass
45
Tim in
seconds
4th, about 0.4 seconds behind Tim. Collision on that tabletop. Go high on the tabletop. We are clear. We are clear.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds to go, guys. 30 seconds. Keep on going.
Well, he's not last.
Who?
My brother.
15 seconds left.
Can you make that disappear? Thank you. 10-8. Best time.
Got to flip over on that right side. Go low on that right side.
Kyle Coy done.
We are clear.
Randy
Keep on
Wells
going.
done.
There's Kyle. You're done. Randy, you're
Bobby
done.
done.
Cameron, you're done. Chad, you're
Mishler
done.
done.
Keep on
Tim
going,
Creech
guys.
done.
There's Tim.
William Carey done.
There's William. All drivers are finished. Randy gets the win with a 37.701. Chad second, 36.703. Tim in third with a 36.710. Kyle fourth with a 35.70. William fifth with a 35.714. Steve sixth, 34.654. Cameron in seventh, 34.702. And Richard 8, 25.610. Randy with a fast up at 10.9. Chad 10.8. Tim 10.7. Kyle 10.6. William 10.8. Steve 10.8. Cameron 10.9. And Richard 12.0. You guys going skating or scootering? That concludes your race program of the night. If you guys have some open tabs, make sure to pay them off before you leave. And goodbye, stream.